What it do? It's the OT and the Mudpreneur tapping in with another video. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about give yourself permission to think big. But before we get into that, I just wanna say I appreciate y'all for liking, commenting, subscribing, all the love in the comment section. Now let's get into today's video after the intro. OTM family, OTM community, what it do, man? So today's video, we're gonna be talking about giving yourself permission to think big, all right? So number one thing you wanna do is you want to surround yourself around people who think much bigger than what it is that you're thinking right now, currently, all right? Sometimes you can hurt your thinking by just being around certain people and adopting the way that they think. You feel what I'm saying? So you don't want to put yourself in those type of situations where a lot of the decisions that some people are making that you hang around, it start to rub off on you. So for an example, you wanna, let's just say you wanna be a dancer, right? You wanna be a, entertainer or whatever the case may be, exotic dance, right? And you know that in order to, be this and have actual success at it, and you ain't just paying bills, dancing to pay bills, right? It takes a lot of networking and, getting out there and constantly pushing, the envelope on, becoming a dancer. But then when you around certain people, you're not even thinking about being a dancer no more. You're not even, promoting. You might, not be taking that extra pole class or, that extra, private party or whatever. That's, not the greatest example, but I'm just giving y'all, the way to, not allow others to think for you and give yourself permission to think big. You feel me? Because you are who you hang around, bro. So if you hang around, 5 niggas with no life insurance, you hang around 5 niggas with, just not thinking big, bad credit, then, there's more chances than none that these are some of the things that you are gonna adopt just by default, just for being there. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta give yourself permission to think big, bro. Just think big, dream big, want more. I know for myself, when I first got into becoming a YouTuber and, just pressing the envelope on this platform, I wasn't thinking big. I ain't even finna cap. It was no, I was just like, all right, man, let me get on here, let me pop some shit and, let me, educate people on credit and educate people on, my clothing brand and shit like that. But I wasn't thinking big, you feel me? It was so small time that it really frustrated me, because anytime I don't think big, the shit get frustrating, bro. And then now I'm just I ain't really just focusing on the bigger, result. So I'm saying that to say this, man, give yourself the permission to think big. A lot of niggas, they get around their friends, man, and they go to thinking so small and short term. And it's okay to fuck with people like that. There's nothing wrong with that, but you have to understand, in order for you to get to where you want to be, you have to give yourself that permission. Because obviously they ain't trying to get there. So they want to distract you. Everybody around you, bro, is not for you. That's because they around you every day. It doesn't mean that they're for you. You know what I'm saying? You got people that be around each other all day and nobody's thinking big. Nobody is thinking that, oh man, maybe we could, collaborate on a podcast, or we could collaborate on a clothing brand, or, just a wine, a new wine, drink, or just something. Everything is just all small time. What wig am I gonna get? what Amiri jeans am I gonna rock on these niggas? And like, bro, that's thinking so small time, man. And like I say, you're gonna inherit these small thinking, things just from being around certain people. You gotta switch that shit up, man. Like I say, when I was, hanging around like, short term, people just trying to pay my bills at the time. I wasn't really trying to work. So, I'm wasting a lot of time in the streets, trying to just do whatever it takes just to pay bills. And then I'm just like, this shit can't be like this. Like, it's absolutely no way that a nigga could sit out here on this block all day and all night just for bill money. Like that, that didn't sit well with me. I'm like, nah, bro, it gotta be a different way. Like, niggas who work jobs not even up this late like this. All still out here 2, 3, 4 in the morning trying to figure out, like, when the next play gonna pull up. So, again, man, that's just what it was at the time. But that came from being around, people that, didn't think big. And then I wasn't giving myself permission to think big because I was around them. You feel me? So, once I kind of got myself out of that situation, man, and started thinking bigger and, started to make adjustments to my credit and, just started, producing more income, things like that, getting around different people, shit started to really take a turn, for the better. Like, I ain't like the whole concept, man, of, not giving myself permission to think big. And we all go through it, bro. We all got friends that we fuck with, that we just don't, know how to get out of the situation, or, don't wanna, I guess, let them down or whatever the case may be. But man, shit, you gotta make a decision. You gotta give yourself that permission. I mean, at the end of the day, it's either you want it or you don't. A lot of people want it, a lot of people don't. But don't let that be you. Give yourself permission, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let your parents, peers, jobs, businesses, all kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? Wife, husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, make so many decisions for you that you ain't making none for yourself. And anytime you don't make decisions for yourself, you're not working or you ain't building for yourself. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the vibes, man. Again, give yourself permission to think big. Always think bigger. Like I say, when I first started YouTube, right? I was doing like a video a week. If I was thinking bigger, right? See, I was thinking small time. If I was thinking bigger, I would have been flushing these motherfuckers out every day. You know what I'm saying? Creating new content every day. You feel me? Like coming up with new strategies on how to market and promote every day. You know what I'm saying? But that comes from not giving myself the permission to think bigger. And we all do it. We all go through it. So that's why I'm telling you, I'm using myself as an example. Think bigger. You gotta think bigger. If you wanna, go to the next level, you gotta get around people that allow you to think clear first. All your decisions are not all clouded and messed up. And then secondly, give yourself that permission. Give it to yourself. Don't let nobody else, have that much power where they giving you permission to think bigger. Nah, man, you don't want to move like that, man. So, that's the vibes, man. I just wanted to come tap in with y'all today, man, and tap in, man. Make sure everybody out there understanding, thinking bigger for yourself is just one of the most best things that you could do early on in trying to get to where you're trying to get. Is thinking big for yourself, not thinking small time. The shit it's a journey, bro, and it's tough. And you gotta embrace that. You're gonna have to do a lot of work. Like, this shit ain't gonna come easy. Nobody's gonna hand you nothing. Like I say, this is not a hand me, you know what I'm saying, a handout season. Nobody's handing nothing out. Everything is fought hard for right now. So you gotta realize that, you gotta understand that, hey, look, this shit ain't finna come easy, you feel me? So, you know, give yourself that permission, man, to think big. You know, get around some different people, man, that gives you the opportunity to wanna grow. You know, don't, you know, just constantly hang around people because y'all could go turn up and, you know, you could go do this and you just, you know, just wasting time, and you seeing niggas out here never growing. Like that shit is shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? You don't wanna put yourself in that position, man, where you ain't never growing. Like you just remain in that same person that, you know, people knew, you know what I'm saying, when you first jumped off the porch. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't no growth, none of that. Like I always looked at like the local drug niggas in the city and in the hood, like all these niggas, right? They service the whole community, right? With drugs, and then these niggas start a car wash. And then that shit just blow me, cause it's like, damn, dog, you know, a car wash probably costs like $1,500 tops. So, you know, you could have did that at like 9, 10 years old. You could have just knocked on niggas' doors and just told them you was raising funds to start a car wash, and then now you would have been washing cars from 9 to 40. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be way more stable. You know what I'm saying? How many years is that? That's 31 years. You'd have been washing cars for 31 years. Imagine how much experience, how fast the business, you know what I'm saying, would have took off for you. You ain't even have to go to school or nothing. You would have been 9 years old washing cars, and now you 40, right? That's 31 years of experience. Your business booming like a motherfucker, you feel me? But niggas, I mean, they just don't think big. And that's just crazy to me. Like, damn, dog, so you mean to tell me you brought all of these pigs to the hood, you know, all of whatever, you know, and then you got a car wash? Like, that shit crazy, bro. That shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta think, man. Give yourself permission to think big, man. You know, and it's just crazy that nobody is thinking big, you know, just real shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not getting into the streets, bro, just to turn around and have a car wash. Like, that is not the goal. Like, again, you could have did that at 9 years old. You could have got that equipment donated to you. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I got a pressure washer that I could give to a kid right now, just sitting in my backyard. You know what I'm saying? Like, no cap. So again, like, think bigger. Give yourself permission to think big. Don't let these, you know, people that you're around every day not give you permission to think big, because you only fucking yourself over. You feel me? You only fucking you over. You ain't fucking nobody over but yourself. Because they obviously content with what's going on. But then you in your mind, you like, damn, man, I want bigger, bro. I want better, man. Like, what is it gonna take? You know what I'm saying? So that's just how you gotta move. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you gotta move dolo. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna always like be able to like come up with the same people when you're trying to move different, because niggas are just stuck on what they stuck on. Like, if you ain't turning up, if you ain't popping pills, if you ain't I don't really know like a whole bunch of the new shit that's going on, but if you ain't turning up, popping pills, you know, getting lit, whatever the lit people do, but then you gonna be dolo for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool, because you dolo, right? And you doing everything that they wish they could do. And it's 10, 20 of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta think, you gotta give yourself permission to think big. Give yourself that permission, man. You know. So, you know, that's about all I want to you know, come and chop it up with y'all about, man, is, you know, just thinking like that. Like, give yourself the opportunity to get somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be the same nigga doing the same shit over and over. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just like the club scene. That's never been my thing. Because why the fuck would I want to see the same people over and over in different outfits? Like, how many times could I see you and it doesn't make sense? Like, I could just go on Instagram if I want to see you. You know what I'm saying? But again, You not giving yourself permission will have you going out with the same person every week, doing the same shit every week. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like making like no advances, you know what I'm saying, in the decisions. You feel me? And thinking big. Like, you gotta think big, bro. You can't can't be on that small time shit, man. So for all the trappers out there, man, for all you niggas who done went out here and you done serviced the whole community with all kind of, you know what I'm saying, peas and bricks and shit like that, and you just started a car wash, bro, you could have did that at 12 years old. Think about it. Like, and it's for the young niggas that's coming up. Like, when you looking at that, and then now this nigga washing cars, right? Which is nothing wrong with that, because that's cool, but what I'm just saying is, that's why you gotta hustle with a purpose. That's why you gotta give yourself permission to think big with a purpose. You know, clearly that's not a purpose, because you could have did that. Like I say, you could have just dropped out of school at 9 years old and did that from 9 to 40. That's 31 years. Feel me? And imagine how consistent, you know what I'm saying, and steady your money would be now. You know what I'm saying? You probably done hired niggas at by the time. You probably, you know, in a position to own whatever spot that is that you at, all type of shit. But again, that comes from not giving yourself permission to think big. But yeah, man, that's all I got for y'all today, man. I hope y'all out there giving yourself permission to think big. Man, I appreciate y'all for liking, commenting, subscribing, man. You have to do that to follow the YouTube algorithm. That's how my channel will grow. So if you want to see the OTM community grow, make sure y'all are liking, commenting, and subscribing. And for the ones who have, I really, really appreciate that. If you guys are looking to start building your personal credit or business credit, head over to my OnlyFans. I will leave that the name to the OnlyFans attached to this video. And if you would like to support my mugwear brand, head over to my Instagram. I will also leave the name of my Instagram attached to this video. And I just want to say I appreciate y'all, man. And for all the people that's out there, man, not giving themselves permission, I hope this video finds you real soon, because after this video, you will have permission from yourself to think bigger. It's the homie, Mudpreneur. I appreciate y'all again, and I definitely will see y'all in the next video. Let's get it.